Hello, my friends. Tell everyone your names and where you're from.
Adam, and I'm from Queens, New York.
Wonderful.
Christopher, I was born and raised in Jersey, but I live in Arizona now.
I love Arizona. So, gentlemen, I have a question for you both. What does mental health mean to you both?
I'd have to say mental health is about being in a good place, making sure that you are living your own authentic self, regardless of what other people feel they need to do, to pressure you. You don't let other people tell you who you are. You got to be true to yourself is what I'm trying to spit out.
Amen. Wonderful. How would you apply it to your own personal life?
Well, I've always marched to the beat of my own drum. I was always the weird kid in school, and I became the weird adult who likes to play historical dress-up. And I never let anyone stop me.
Beautiful. How about you?
So mental health to me is making sure that you're taking care of yourself. We can so often, especially people like myself, give to the point where it actually becomes detrimental. So to me, mental health is being aware, self-aware, when you're struggling, why you're struggling, and then working on avenues to get through those struggles and not being afraid to reach out for help when it's important. Especially as men, right? We're raised in a society that teaches us to tough it out,
Preach.
Don't show emotion, don't cry, don't be vulnerable. Men, it's actually really detrimental to our mental health, right? Because men, we're not only strong and protectors and providers, but we're also gentle. We can be gentle, kind, caring. We feel emotions and have sensitivities too. And so it's making sure that you're taking care of the people around you, but also yourself at the same time. That's what it means to me.
Beautiful. How does respect play a role in that?
I think it plays a large role. You have to respect yourself to take care of yourself.
Right.
If you beat yourself up and you don't respect yourself, you're not going to take care of your own mental health.
Right.
Which you can't really be there for other people.
Right.
At the same time.
Right. You cannot give what you don't have for yourselves, right?
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Wow, absolutely. Now, if someone is going through a challenging time, someone's going through difficult times, what words of encouragement would you give that person?
Hang in there. There's always somebody out there that has it worse than you. It's something I like to keep in mind. It helps put things into perspective. Yeah.
Just hang in there.
Just hang in there. Reach out if you need it. Don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, right? Which so often we'll ask somebody how you're doing, and we automatically will just say we're doing fine, right? So we need to get to the point where we're able to find those people you trust,
right?
And don't just say you're fine all the time,
right?
Let them know what's going on.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to reach out.
Exactly. How about you?
Well, it's kind of like I was talking to you before. If you're going through hell, why would you stop in the middle? You gotta push, you gotta keep going, and I feel a lot of that can just be done through simple acts. We're living in a very scary time, and I choose to do it through my art, my creativity, and my self-expression.
So, tell everyone a little bit more about what you guys do as far as your Instagram, and let's talk about the fun stuff.
All right, well, I'm a retail worker, but I went to school for fashion, and I'm trying to get a job as a costume designer, films, theaters, custom historical clothing, living history, especially living history, because living history, you can do a lot of stuff you can't get away with in modern, perfect sewing and garment making. So I'm trying to teach myself. I'm putting myself through night classes at FIT, and I'm just trying to build connections, build a brand, build a business for people who are like-minded.
Beautiful. So tell us about the brand. What's the name of the brand?
Well, I don't have a brand yet. I'm just floating around ideas. But anybody who wants like a custom shirt, custom collar, custom, neckwear, I do 1870 to 1930.
Yes. How about you?
So I've always loved just historical fashion ever since I was a kid. When I watched James Cameron's Titanic, absolutely loved the fashion. I always wanted to have clothing like that. Just be really stylish with it. You feel really sharp. And when you dress really sharp, you feel good.
And you look good. Absolutely.
It gives you a confidence, right?
Absolutely.
So I do living history. Down in Arizona, there's a town called Goldfield Ghost Town.
Okay.
It's an old mining town from the 1890s. And we do shows between October and through to the beginning of May. And we educate the public, we dress historically and everything. And I just love doing it. I love teaching people history. I love dressing. historically. I collect. I'm a collector. So this coat is actually around 145, 150 some years old. The vest is also from 1901. So I collect antique clothing. I happen to be about the average size of a gentleman in the Victorian era. So it's just a lot of fun. Follow me, Gilded Age Traveler on Instagram.
Yeah, he's got all the originals. I got the repro. I made this myself. I bought the wool, bought the lining, bought the interlining. I taught myself Victorian tailoring and kind of a cheater's method of pattern drafting, but this is an authentic cut from 1886.
We got to show that off. And the tie, you made the tie yourself as well?
The tie,
Let's see the tie. Show everyone the tie.
Yeah, well, getting a little stripper on.
Look at that. Can you see that, guys? Look at that. Wonderful. Beautiful. Well done.
So it's a detachable tie, detachable collar, fake shirt front. The Victorians like to fake their layers to, mix and match their wardrobes. So I found internet photos and I reproduced it. Although with the tie, I got lucky. I got a friend who gave me some originals and picked them apart because they were completely unwearable. And I replaced the silk and I reused everything else. So it's like 75% original, except the silk. But yeah, the coat is my pride and joy. Let me show y'all.
Yeah, show the coat.
So this is very different from modern construction. All the structuring is built into the lining. It is quilted very heavily on the upper shoulders through the upper torso. I used a real 1880s garment label and monograms. Don't know if anyone can see that, but I found my initials, new old stock, and stitched them in. So yeah, it's a labor of love. It's all natural fiber, all wool, all cotton, all silk, breathable and sustainable. And that's what I'm trying to do. I use a lot of secondhand materials, recycling, and I'm just trying to beat back fast fashion in as many ways as possible.